Something massive is brewing in crypto right now, guys. If you're holding any altcoins, you will want to watch this video. I'm gonna go over everything in this video. I will talk about the massive events you saw yesterday, what you need to understand moving into the next phase of this bull market. I will, of course, also update on the trading strategies and much more. So guys, make sure to stick around from the beginning until the end of this video. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day. If you're new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. So let's get straight into it. And what a beautiful price action you saw yesterday. Now, in yesterday's video, I gave you the very important data that was actually revealing the next move. So we were expecting a move downwards yesterday during the FOMC meeting, or the Fed rate decision and press conference. But then we had the data showing us that people were depositing crazy amounts of stable coins into exchanges and not actually depositing Bitcoin and Ethereum. That gave us the clue that people were ready to buy the dip, and that is exactly what happened. We went all the way down to $114,000, and now we have pumped up to $118,000, and we're trying to break through my orange line here at 117,000 also. So we were trading above it. The bears are trying to push us down. You can see we've been hitting this like 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Each one of these ones have been a higher high though. So that's beautiful. And I am expecting us to break through this and continue towards the upside now. So that is great. If you look at the rest of the altcoin market, you can see Ethereum had a nice bounce here. You can see that Solana continues towards the upside. You can see that Doge is about to retest the 30-cent level again. XRP doing good. Cardano having a nice bounce. Even Pepe seeing a bounce. Even before we went down to the orange box, a nice bounce. Now, if you look at gold, gold is relaxing a little bit, mostly sideways action. The S&P 500, huge green candle. And you know the patterns, the structure that I've been talking about recently, that Bitcoin is going to go up once gold settles down a little bit. And once we've had a breakout here, now I'm just waiting for Bitcoin to see a pop. And I think that we are going to go up towards 119,800 here pretty soon, guys. We just need to clear this area. And once we do that, it's going to be most likely straight up to $119,000. Not financial advice. This is just what I'm seeing in the market and what I feel. And this is of course based on TA. Look at this, the trend is very strong here. So based on this, I think that we're gonna continue. So the trend is your friend until the end, right? If you look at the rest of the stuff that I need to talk about today, this is absolutely huge. But first, who were the big winners yesterday? We were the big winners because we were buying on the way down here with the trading strategies, and now we're taking those profits on the way up. And it's just green across the board here. $2.5 million almost in gains here across my dynamic strategies. My bull market portfolio is also up 112,000. So massive gains across the board here. Absolutely beautiful. This is massive. You can see my Bitcoin bot alone almost reaching 600K. And yeah, just beautiful profits across the board. So yeah, if you've been using the trading strategies, then you will be able to make huge gains, not only yesterday, but throughout the last 3 years when I've been using these ones. And of course, we're ready for the next leg upwards. Now, if you want to use the same trading strategies that I'm using and be ready for the next leg upwards and take full advantage of it, make sure to go down to the description of this video, sign up using this link right here, and then you have my trading sheet. Here you can copy whichever altcoin, Bitcoin, whatever you want to use. And also, guys, make sure to sign up to Tap It. There's going to be a big trading competition that we're going to do within the community, so get your Tap It account ready as well. Now, what came out of the press conference yesterday? First, the Fed, they cut interest rates by 25 basis points, and they said that this was just a start. Okay, so they're going to continue to cut. They are expected to also continue to cut. So the market is this is what the market expects. So that is good. But there's a key thing that I want to mention here. When Powell was asked on cutting rates with stocks at a record high, you could potentially create a bubble, right? There could be a bubble being created because we're at an all-time high and they're going to cut interest rates, which is going to continue to fuel the stock market. He said that he's focused on containing inflation and unemployment, not the stock market. So if he's not focused on the stock market, he don't care about creating a bubble. And this is actually what our stocks, what crypto wants to see here. So things are lining up for a massive pump here across the board. And remember what I've been saying, when you see a lot of ETFs, you're going to see a lot of ETFs and a lot of treasury companies for random altcoins. Now, if you look at the altcoin index, you can see that we're still elevated here. But if you look at these peaks, they were much higher. And although it doesn't seem like a big difference, it is a huge difference. And also this peak right here was 84. This one is 75 or something like that. Yeah, 79. So, I mean, we could still go up a bit higher here. Just because we are elevated here for the altcoin index doesn't mean that this is going to stop. And if you look at previous times before these ones, you can see that we were at a very high altcoin index for a prolonged period of time here. So I think that the altcoin season is going to continue. However, there's also a lot of speculation that you are going to see Bitcoin regain some dominance, that altcoins are going to go down a little bit. What we could see is that Bitcoin continues to go up and just that altcoins don't perform as good as Bitcoin, okay? And then the money is going to flow back into the altcoins. Nonetheless, with a portfolio that is balanced, Bitcoin and altcoins, this is what I think is going to be the best thing. If we look at what's been happening here, so the SEC has approved the generic listing standards. Essentially, this will clear the way for altcoins to be listed without all of the hassle that you typically have to go through in order to list a SEC or to list an ETF. So usually you have to go through a lot of things. Now, the only requirement essentially in practice is that they have futures listed on Coinbase. Now, which altcoins have futures listed on Coinbase? These are the ones. So you can pause the video if you want to see these ones. But things are looking good here. And I do think that this is going to create a speculative bubble. This guy, Eric Balchunas, is actually expecting 100 crypto ETFs to be launched in the next 12 months, which is absolutely insane. And also, you continue to see more and more money being poured into the treasury companies. A $4 billion offering is being created here to purchase Sol. So the narrative of Sol continues here. Dogecoin is also being bought by Trump affiliated companies. So things are looking good. And we are going to look for the spots. We're going to look for the signs, guys, for when the market is overheated. And then we are going to, well, for the bull market portfolio, it is automatically going to take profit. And also for my dynamic strategies. But I will keep you updated when I think that we are close to the top as well, guys. But now things are looking very, very good. And I'm very excited for the next phase of this market. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the next one.